Hi everyone, I'm sitting here on my favorite chair. This is Emsella, the blue throne, and this is definitely one of my favorite treatments here at Lumina from BTL Aesthetics. This chair is actually pretty amazing. Here, I'm sitting down doing this treatment while I'm talking to you guys about it, and while I'm doing this, it's actually exercising and strengthening my pelvic floor. This device is made to help with incontinence both in females and males, and it also helps with improving sexual function. But before we dive into more of that, let me tell you the technology behind this device. It uses electromagnetic energy, high-intensity electromagnetic energy, to induce contractions of all of the muscles of my pelvic floor. What I'm achieving with those exercises is the same that you would potentially achieve by doing Kegels. Having urinary incontinence is actually incredibly common, especially in females, and especially after childbirth. And so as you can imagine, probably most females that you know, most women, are actually dealing with some degree of incontinence, hopefully nothing too significant, but it does affect our quality of life. And doing physical therapy or pelvic floor therapy is not necessarily something that's easy or practical. Now, if you are already doing or have done physical therapy or pelvic floor therapy, this will complement everything in a perfect way because it's just giving you that extra exercise to strengthen and tone your pelvic floor. But if you've never tried this, this is actually going to give you the best pelvic floor therapy you can possibly imagine. The way this works is that energy is directly stimulating the muscles on my pelvic floor as I'm sitting on it. And by doing so, and with maintenance over time, my pelvic floor is going to be stronger. It's going to be lifted in a more natural position. And that renders your sphincters a lot more competent and definitely helps with sexual function as well, which means it improves your ability to actually enjoy having sex and feeling an orgasm. So a lot of our patients actually tell us that they start seeing improvement even after one session. But in reality, the whole treatment is actually divided in 6 sessions that are done about a week apart. We can do them 5 to 10 days apart, but in general, we do them once a week. And like I said, we need to do at least 6 sessions to make sure that we are getting the best of the treatment and giving enough time to the body to actually build and strengthen those muscles. As you very well know, when you start going to the gym and you start lifting weights, it's not like your muscles just grow automatically after one session. But with this kind of treatment and doing those, what we call supramaximal contractions, meaning very effective and efficient muscle contractions, we are actually seeing a dramatic change after 6 sessions. Now, following your last session, usually after a month and a half after starting, we want to continue giving the body some time to build those new muscle fibers and continue to grow the existing ones so that you can see your optimal results about 2 to 3 months following your treatment. So as you will notice, I'm actually sitting down on the chair and my legs are separated. And you actually want to make sure that you are sitting right in the center of the chair to make sure that that electromagnetic energy is really working on your pelvic floor. We'll coach you, especially through your initial sessions and while you get familiarized with the treatment, to make sure that you have the perfect position, that your feet are both laying flat against the floor, that your legs are separated enough, and that your body is actually tilted enough so that the energy is not working on our glutes, it's actually working on our pelvic floor. Each session lasts 28 minutes, and those 28 minutes, I promise, go by so fast. You can be on your phone, you can be watching TV, you can just be relaxing. And the nice thing, as you can see on this video, I don't have to change into any clothes. I don't have to get undressed, so you won't have to do it either. The only thing that we recommend is avoid wearing thicker materials like jeans. But if you do, that's fine. We can change into shorts here. But if you come wearing light fabrics or a skirt, you're going to be perfectly fine and will not need to change into other clothes. The treatment itself is absolutely comfortable. It's actually funny the first time that you sit on the chair because it's a sensation that you've never experienced before, but it is actually incredibly comfortable, and I can promise you it does not hurt at all. Most people, when they sit on the chair for the first time, they actually laugh a little bit, but then it's a very, very comfortable treatment. You'll feel sort of a vibration on the pelvic floor, and at times you'll feel a tapping, and during that time, we're actually washing out the lactic acid that normally accumulates in the muscles. So even though we're doing a super super powerful workout, you won't feel any pain afterwards. And once you're done, once the 28 minutes are up, you'll literally just get up from the chair and walk out to your car and continue going about your life. So this is a treatment that can be done anytime during the day. You can do it during your lunchtime or at the end of the day. Just take half an hour to come work out your pelvic floor in the best and most efficient way and continue about with your life. Who is this treatment for? Most people would not imagine that this treatment is actually beneficial for male patients, and it is. But let's start with females, because definitely women are the population that is most affected with incontinence following childbirth. And it doesn't really matter if you've had a vaginal delivery. Even women who've had C-sections can definitely have a weakening of the pelvic floor that happens naturally as we age, but also from the baby's weight during those 9 months and how it shifts all of our organs and our structures. It actually renders that pelvic floor a little loose. So women for sure of any age, usually starting, we've had patients actually as early as late 20s, if they've had childbirth or some sort of surgery where they're experiencing incontinence that early, all the way up to patients in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s. But talking about male patients, a lot of people don't know that men who have had prostate surgery can actually be at higher risk of having incontinence and having pelvic floor weakening following surgery. So we've had several patients in our practice who have come here telling us that they walk carrying a man purse full of diapers, full of sanitary pads, because they have so much urine leak. And after they've done their initial session, they've noticed such a dramatic change that they are committed to coming on a monthly basis to get their maintenance treatments, literally just one session every month or two, to keep that muscle strong. If we stop working our muscles, the muscles, not overnight, but eventually over time, are going to weaken again. So we want to make sure that we're keeping them strong by doing maintenance sessions. And our male patients are some of the ones that are most grateful with the improvement and changes that they've noticed that they keep coming over time.